I think that people fear disability because they think it's something that will not happen to them. But in truth, disability can happen to anyone at any moment.
It was September 19th, 2002. The time was 5:05 because I remember looking up at the clock from the bathroom floor. I got a headache so bad. I had never had a headache where I had started throwing up. I couldn't say a word, I couldn't even say anything. My head was hurting so bad. I was still laying on the floor. They had to take me to surgery immediately. They said I was having a brain aneurysm. And if I waited any longer, if it would have burst, I would have probably died instantly.
When people think about these issues, they don't think about how it really impacts people's lives.
Now you're not working, you can't walk all of a sudden, you can't talk, you can't do anything. It's like you're into a whole different life. You gotta gather some strength or something to figure out what you're gonna do now. So I decided I gotta make some decisions for myself. So then I ran into Voices for Independence.
If we didn't exist, people would not have the access that they need to function in our community. We have laws such as the Americans with Disabilities Act that protect our civil rights. But if organizations like Voices don't exist and don't make sure those laws are enforced, we can't be as independent as the law enables us to be.
Just getting here at Voices for Independence, started coming to the group meetings and met people that were having, that had disabilities. That people can have problems and go ahead and cope and still function. Didn't have to be the end of the world. You could go places, you could do other things. You didn't have to be because you were in a wheelchair, you didn't have use of your legs or arms. You could say this had to be your final journey. This could be the beginning of a new journey. I can make this a new chapter. This could be the beginning of James. James number 2, how about that? How about let's start over something new, huh? I don't have to be physical, because I was always pretty athletic too, like football, basketball. So what, well, I can be James Smart, huh? James Einstein, huh? How about that?
As a person with a disability, you can do whatever you want. If you want to drive, set that goal, make it happen, you can do it. If you want to work, set that goal, make it happen, you can do it. You don't have to settle for what people think you can do. Make your own goals, make your own dreams, and make them come true.
It's got to start within yourself. I took a new attitude. I said, well, I got to change myself, my attitude towards myself. Got to start within myself. I decided if I want to change within myself, then I could change. See, if you start loving yourself and you start caring about other people, things will change for you. I changed for me, and the more I started doing it, the better I started feeling. I started going back to school.
They've been told their whole lives what they cannot do instead of what's possible.
They said you wouldn't be able to do it. I said, well, see, they didn't know, did they? Passed both tests.
I have a right to live in this community and be considered an equal.
I was on the dean's list too, how about that? 3.5.
And contribute to it as well. With right comes responsibility.
Now you're working. People want to hire you now. Now you can run a computer. You got your certification.
My personal mission for this organization is to make it so that people with disabilities are just as much a part of the everyday life in this community as anyone else.
I want everybody to listen to me. I don't care what you think you can't or cannot do. You can do anything you want. I couldn't do anything. They thought I couldn't. But I tell you what, I graduated from college with 2 associate's degrees in 3 years.
When I was growing up with my disability, my mom did everything for me. She died when I was 16 years of age, and I was somebody who did not know how to live independently, did not know how to dress myself, did not know how to bathe myself, did not know how to feed myself. And I had to learn all of those things in a very short amount of time. And I realized that if that hadn't happened to me, I could have very well lived in an institution myself.
Well, look at here, I can talk, I can move around on my own, I can get on a lift myself now, I can go to the mall, I can go to the store, and go shopping myself. I got a girlfriend too. Believe me, everything's working out for me.
Each of you in the public have a place that you go. And the next time you go there, I ask you to think, could someone who uses a wheelchair, or someone who uses a walker, or crutches, also be able to get in here? And if the answer is no, what can you do to change that? Maybe you can talk to the manager. Maybe you can refer them to us so that we can help make a difference in our community, one business at a time.
Voices for Independence gives people with disabilities the hope of a new day to begin, to start to see that they have a hope for tomorrow.
We can help you live the life you want to live to the fullest extent possible. You just have to be willing to open yourself up to that. Come to our office, come to our organization, and we'll help you figure that out.